State should only be involved in the development of irrigation structure such as main systems up to secondary canals. Irrigation structures from the uh, level of territory canals and below should be the responsibility of water resource associations forums. IMT will be improve equitable access to water by all farmers and result 20% savings in water use. And also participatory groundwater management. Groundwater needs to be recognized as a common pool resource and is continuous. Unchecked extraction of needs to be stopped. Corrective measures such as establishing required drilling depths, distance between wells, cropping pattern that does not require over withdrawn of the resource should be adopted. That is very much important. Last we discussed everything related to that one. Groundwater exploitation. If the more water groundwater cycle, it will automatically affect on air of the wells and the distance of the groundwater and bore wells that should be monitored in the groundwater divisions, and they should bring some rule, national water policy related to that one, and we should stop that one exploitation of groundwater. That is everything we should monitor and everything we should work for that to control that groundwater exploitation. And rejuvenation of rivers. Rejuvenation of rivers. River basin in the country are underrepresented by the officers of the CWC and CGWB. The proposed NWC should have officers at regional levels to cover all rivers basin in the country. These officers should be ensure surfaces and groundwater interdisciplinary expertise for river basin management. Scope and function of water user associations WUE. The principal function to be performed by the association in its area of operation are to prevent water from any water resources being wasted. First one, to protect water resources, to prevent any unlawful water use, and to prevent any unlawful act like to reduce the quality of water in any water resources. Next, to exercise general supervision over water resources, to regulate the flow of any water course by clearing its channel, reducing the risk of damage to the land in the event of floods, changing a water course back to its previous course where it has been altered through the natural causes, to investigate and record the quality of water at different levels flow in water course, the time when and the places where water may be used by any person initiated to use water from water resources, to construct, purchase or otherwise acquire, control, operate and maintain water works considered to be necessary. Draining land, supplying water to land and irrigation or other purposes. To supervise and regulate and the distribution and use of water from a water resource. To construct and purchase whether to here to supervise and regulate the distribution and use of water from water resource according to relevant water use and insert elements by erecting and maintaining devices for measuring and dividing and controlling the diversion of the flow of water. To construct, purchase or otherwise acquire, control, operate and maintain water works considered to be necessary for draining land, supplying water to land for irrigation and or other purposes. To supervise and regulate the distribution and use of water from a water resource according to the relevant water use instruments by erecting and maintaining the devices for measuring and dividing or controlling the diversion of the flow of water. So these are national water policy that we discussed before. National water policy, they are having the huge responsibility related to the water controlling and water loss and everything. They are having a lot of responsibility related to that one. So that for that reason, it's very much essential to control the water law and everything. Here the associations may perform functions other than its principal functions only if it is not likely. First one, to limit the association's capacity to perform its principal functions and to meet the financial prejudice of itself or its members. And other functions of the associations may include providing management services, training and other support services to water services institution and rural communities, providing catchment management services on behalf of responsible authorities. Rights of membership. Membership of the association does not give any member to right to any of the monies, property of assets of the association, but only gives members the privileges of membership subject to such charges and reasonable restriction as are imposed by the management committees from time to time. A member whose application for membership has been approved is bound by the constitution and rules of the association, which are then forced as they're subsequently amended. The main is what is the necessity of national law on water. Large parts of India have already become water stressed. We know that one. India is having large population, and how we are stressed about water, because we should deal with demand and supplies. We are not having enough quantity of water, but demand is more. Rapid growth in demand for water due to population growth, urbanization, and changing lifestyle pose serious challenges to water security. We know that the necessity of national water law. For what is the necessity? Large parts of India, we know that one have the demand, because population every year is increasing. Lot of population every day is increasing population. Of course, the water is more, but we know that our priority should be drinking purpose. Next one is irrigation purposes, and next one hydropower, and next one is for industries. The last one priority is industries, but we are not facing that kind of situation for drinking water. But if you go for North Karnataka in some places, or in North India places, in some places they are not having one drop of water also to. They are facing even one drop of water, because that kind of situation they are facing related to the water. So we need to develop that national water policy. When there is not having any law, and when there is not having any policy, the system is not going to maintain proper way, because that policy is not there, means no one is scared about any rules. No, if you are having any rules and any strict rules, and if they are charging some fines if you are not maintaining the proper way, then the people are scared to break the rules. Then only it will maintain, because we don't know, the water is like very essential to life, a human being. It's like now we are paying for water, that in future if you are pay also we won't get water. That kind of situation will comes, because that kind of demand is there, that much demand is there everywhere. You just think it about Bangalore city now, how much it's developed, and a population, if you compare to 20 years Bangalore and now Bangalore, how much they need water every day, how much liters of water they are consuming, people are consuming. In some kind of people are washing clothes, and they are wasting of water for different purposes, like unusable purpose, because now that is not necessary kind of work they are doing related to the water, and it will be total wastage of water. At the same main time, if you are not considering for drinking the main priority, that what about the poor people? If you consider the rich people and poor people, rich people, there what they will do, they drink, and they know that water priority, they are not maintaining the water priority, because for them it's not necessary only giving the priority for drinking. They can buy Bisleri water also. What about the poor people? They dependent on only water, and they want water related to that only. They dependent only the first priority is drinking. If they are not getting that for drinking purpose, then what they will do for other purpose? They are not thinking also. So for our generation and our what we can say, the public, they are not thinking about that this kind of scenario. They are not worrying about that also, because situation is like that. We are having the water, then we are not having a statistical plan for water, how we are planning for, how we are managing money. If you are having money and we are managing some, we are doing plans. Okay, this much expenses required for my monthly. This is my monthly expenditure. Everyone is planning like that. But what about water? No one is planning. No one is planning for water management. This is my expenditure. This much liter I have to consume. Everything they are not thinking, because if you are not getting water in your area, you can get from municipality, right? No. So that kind of basic need, we are not aware of that one, because water is basic need. The people are not educated related to that one. That is important, and we should think about in very serious manner. Then only we will get that proper what we can say, proper solution for that one. So this we can, I was in that national law should be intended to centralize centralized, because what happens now, we can say more than 16% world population and the world's population is in our if you consider India, 16% world population is held in India, and 2% renewal of water resources, 2.4% of land area. The uneven distribution of rainfall or drought pollutions is n number of challenges is there. So we can say with respect to flood, drought and pollution and mismanagement of land and wastage and inefficient of use of lands and everything, there is a need for national water policy. So that is the necessity workman. There is a need for national water policy, and it is ended up with n number of parameters. Because there is need for national water policy, we have ended up with n number of parameters. We can say nature and natural water law, wherein proposed natural law not intend to centralize it, water management to change the central state relationship. The other key issue, many key issues there in national water policy. The first one is the lack of awareness, what we said. The rural people not aware of laws. So that matter of challenges is there. We should consider that all challenges, and also lack of participation. People, they make policy, they are not involving that policy, especially in rural areas, because the rural people they are not having much education. That is also a problem, and we need to bring that bottom to top approach. That is also for national water policy. Means just if you are bringing that policy, it's not important. The plan has to be implemented. And that is very important. If it's not implemented, it doesn't work. No, these ideas of participation are also important, and gender discrimination is not supposed to happen, because women as a major role playing in that water management. In the Dublin principle, in that what integrated water source management, we studied that is important policy. And irrigation management activities, that is also one of the main keys. And capturing, collects and distributing water is very much important. In that also they should consider the national water policy, the major work they should do that one. And resolve the conflict. That is also important, because conflict still comes main local wise and state wise, national wise, that we are having that water resources conflicts. So that for that also one policy is required for that resolve the conflicts. And irrigation management policy also framed, rules, some rule should be framed. And conflict resolution, it's of course that national water policy related work. And operation and maintenance, so that should make. And transfer management is required for that one. So next issues related to water governance have not been addressed adequately. Mismanagement of water resources led to critical situation in many parts of the country. As I told before, that is also one of for legal national water policies required for mismanagement of flood, mismanagement of land and wastage of water, pollution, flood, and n number of challenges is there. That everything should monitor one national water policy. For that, it's very important. There is wide temporal and spatial variation in availability of water, which may increase the substantially due to combination of climate change and causing a deepening of water crisis and incidences of water related disasters, floods, and increased erosion and increased frequency and drought, etc. that we discussed before. And climate change may also increase in the sea levels. As you know, this lead to salinity of intrusion in groundwater aquifers or surface water, and increased coastal inundation in coastal regions, adversely impacting habitats of agriculture industry and sustenance. And this one we are telling, climate change also important. If the temperature is more, what will happen? Then more evaporation takes place and rainfall will comes. That is also important. For that one, we need to develop more vegetations and land use and land cover changes, it will automatically affect for that groundwater depletion and what recharge of groundwater. If your more greenery is there, there is a more infiltration is required, when it will reduce the floods. If you if you are planting more trees, means it is also very much useful to that public day-to-day life. So that all parameter we should consider whenever planning and whenever making the national water policy, and we should bring that one proper rule for that national water policy, and we should develop the proper system to improve the existing national water policy. We should take some guidance, or we should take some suggestion from farmers also, and from rural and urban, they should make on proper authority, and they should move together for that improvement of this national water policy. And access to safe water for drinking and other domestic needs to still continues to be problem in many states, and skewed availability of water between different regions and different people in the same region, and also the intermittent and unreliable water supply system has the potential of causing social interest. Groundwater through part of hydrological cycle and community resources is still pursued as an individual property and exploited inequitable and without any consideration of its sustainability, leading to its over exploitation is in several areas. Water resources projects through multidisciplinary with multiple stakeholders are being planned and implemented in fragmental manner without giving the due to consideration to optimum utilization, environmental sustainability and holistic benefit to the people. Holistic benefit means 2 or 3 major benefit we are getting. That is called holistic benefit. Inter-regional, interstate and intrastate are also intersectoral disputes in sharing of water. So we know that one national water policy, that is disputes creating. It's not only local and national level and central level, because we know that Kaveri issues happen in the state level dispute, even that in our place also in the local level also disputes creating. For that all, when legal law is required for one law, if it is there allowing, if you are not satisfied in that judgment, then the people are going for that one higher authority and appeal for the Supreme Court. That kind of system they should develop, and then only we can make it we can solve the dispute in this system. That is very much important. In that, for that reasons national water policy is very much important. And grossly inadequate maintenance of existing irrigation infrastructure has resulted in wastage and underutilization of available resources. There is widening gap between the irrigation potential created and utilized. Natural water bodies and drainage channels are being encroached upon and diverted for other purposes. Groundwater recharge zones are often blocked. Growing pollution and water sources, especially through industrial effluents, is affecting the availability of safe water, besides causing environmental and health hazards. In many parts of the country, large stretches of rivers are both heavily polluted and devoid of flows of support aquatic ecology and cultural needs and aesthetics. And access to water for sanitation and hygiene is an even more serious problem. Inadequate sanitation and lack of sewage treatment and polluting of the water sources. Law consequences about the overall scarcity and economic value of water results in its wastage and inefficient use. The lack of adequate trained personnel for scientific planning, utilizing modern techniques and analytical capabilities, incorporating information technology, constrains good water management. A holistic and interdisciplinary approach at water related problems is missing. The public agency in charge of taking water related decisions tend to take these on their own without consultation with stakeholders, often resulting in poor and unreliable services characterized by inequities of various kinds. Characteristic of catchment areas of streams, rivers and recharge zones of aquifers are changing as consequences of land use and land cover changes, affecting water resource availability and quality. These are the necessity of national water policy. The final national water policy, we can say that one why it is necessary. The national water policy is first one is this national water policy we can solve, it will solve the conflict between the two states, interstate or inter district or national level policy. For that one, national water policy is required for that one. That is main important. And water quality and water pollution monitor and exploitation of groundwater. For that all concern, we should develop some national water policy. That is important parameter related to that. That all everything we should come. And the main reasons, they educate the people related to the water policy. The people should know, and people should have some knowledge related to the water policy, how we can monitor the water policy, and how we can control the irresponsible use of water. Because we the citizens of India, we should have some responsibility related to the water, because else if we can face it lot of issue related to the water, because water is a main source for our main resource. Because we are having as I told before, we are having enough quantity of resource water, but we are not maintaining, means that is our irresponsibility. And we are not having any fear about scarcity of water, because every year we are getting enough quantity of water. Then what is the necessity of conserving the water? Everything we are conserving. We are saving money for our future use. We are saving our assets for future use. We are saving for our health, for our future health, this one. But we are not conserving the water. Why it is? Because that is, we can say, that is our what we can say, egoistic behavior. Because what is the necessity? We can say, what is the necessity of water saving? We are having enough quantity of water. So this is the situation. This situation will create a lot of problem for human beings. So this is not supposed to happen this not supposed to happen. We should have some proper maintenance for this one. We should have some proper system and proper law for this one. So that reasons we need to develop this, and we need to develop the water policy, and national water policy is necessary for this one. And what is we can say that one, this one national water policy, they're considering, as per Indian concern, 3 water policies that we framed, as we discussed, 1987, 2002 and 2012. You will able to understand the compare what is the 3 policies, and we are already compared the 3 policies there. And 1987 policies are mainly concerned with the drinking water, and 2012 is mainly concerned with the potable water, that each person should get proper water. That is the main concern about 2012 water. But why important is means, because we are, as we told, no, that resource what we are getting, 3/4 of earth is covered by water. But here the majority of water in sea, water is there in sea, is not fit for consumption, and very rare water is available in consumption. In that also, some water is, majority of water is frozen in polar region. Out of some water is we are getting to use, that is in lakes or river or in that different concern. That water we should consume, we should we are using that water. So that consumptive water we should utilize in proper, and we should manage proper way. Then only we can get for use. No, how we can consume the water. And what is the policy? We said in the 1987 month of September, the rule is there implemented. The chairperson in that Prime Minister, and that national water policy, the first time they are implemented. And 1990 in the government of India, that again that reframed in the different authorities of water related higher authorities, they in that concern that reframed again that 2012 then again they reframed. Because why that reasons that reframing is because of changing needs and changing a perspective of water resource planning and allocation planning. So they're changing, and they're reframing the what is national water policy 1987, and again they reframed 2002, and last time they framed then 2012 they again reframed the national water policy. Then because that fine main agenda is adequate water facility for each and everyone. That is the main agenda for them. And main concern about 1987, that also 2012 is everyone should get minimum quantity of potable water, because that main is related to the health concern. What we can say that This is related to national water policy. This everything we explained related to the national water policy. Thank you for listening this topic, and we'll go for the next topic. What is the loss?